Hello, I'm Rodrigo Castillo. I'm a product manager on the Microsoft Identity Product Group. On this video, I will guide you through the configuration of a custom extension on an access package. On this scenario, I will trigger a custom extension after the user requests access to an access package to retrieve details about the training courses that the user already completed. We will send this data to the approver, and with this, the approver will have enough information to decide whether to approve or deny the request. To create a custom extension, I need to go to Entitlement Management, Catalogs, and specify the catalog where I want to place my custom extension. Under the Custom Extension tab, I will click on Add a new one. I will put Get Courses as the name and as a description. For the extension type, I will select Request Workflow because I want to trigger this extension based on the user request state. For the configuration, I will choose Launch and Wait. In this configuration, the entitlement process will be paused until the Logic app finishes and sends a resume request to Entitlement Management. I will select a subscription, a resource group, and a Logic app name. I will specify the same name that my custom extension to avoid confusion. Now the Logic app is being created. After it, I will be able to create the custom extension. Now I can finish the creation of the custom extension, and once it's done, I can start updating my Logic app. Here on the Logic App Designer, I can see that a template was already applied to my Logic app. I will delete this portion as I don't need it for this demo. I will save it, and the first thing that I want to do is to create a managed identity. I will use this managed identity to authenticate my Logic app against Graph, and I will need to do this to send the resume request to Entitlement Management. I just need to turn it on and save it. Later, we will need to assign the proper permissions to the managed identity. Going back to the Logic App Designer, I will add an action to do an HTTP call to my external API to get the information about the user courses. Here I will select HTTP, and I need to specify the address of my external API. I need to specify the method that in this case is a post because I will send some information about the user. I will send that information in the body. Here I want to highlight a couple of points. In the code view, we can see that I am sending the information about the target. And this is because in the previous task, I have some context. I have information about the access package, the assignment, the target, and the requester. And I can use that information in my flow. I will update the action name to Get Courses. This API will return a JSON, and I need to format it in order to use the values in the rest of the flow. I have one action that is parse JSON. On this action, I need to specify an input. The input of my action will be the output of my API. I have that information right here. This is the body that Get Courses is returning. I also need to specify a schema. This is the schema of the API response. I will get the completed courses, the pending courses, and the name of the user. I will update the action name to parse courses. And now I will create a variable to store the message that I will return to the approver. The name of my variable will be message. The type is a string. And the value is a concatenation of the output of my API. Here in the code view, we can see that I am concatenating the name of the user, the completed courses, and the pending courses. I will also change the action name to message. And now I have the message that I will return to the approver. The last step is to do an HTTP call to entitlement management to resume the request process. Here I will select HTTP again, and in the address I will need to specify the assignment request ID. I'm getting that information also from the context of my logic app. The method will be a post, as I need to send some information back to entitlement management, and in the body I need to specify a couple of data. Here I need to specify the custom extension is stage ID and also a detail. This is the message that I will return to the approver. I will change the name to resume, and I also need to specify the authentication that this HTTP call will use. Here in advanced parameter, I need to select authentication and specify that we'll use a managed identity. Here I also need to specify the audience that will be HTTP. And now my logic app is ready. The next step that I need to do is to assign the permissions to the managed identity. I need to go back to the catalog, go to roles and administrators, and assign access package assignment manager. Here I can search for my application, click on select, and now my logic app has the required permissions. Now, in order to test this custom extension, I will use an existing access package and an existing policy. Here I have one access package that I will use that has one policy with one approval level. On this policy, I have Christian Olin as the approver. On the custom extension tab, I will specify the stage where I want to trigger the logic app. I will select when the request is created. And I need to select the custom extension that I just created. Click in Update. And now to test it, I will assign a user to it. On assignments, I will click on New Assignments, specify my policy that I just updated, and select one user. I will not bypass the approval because I want to see the message, and click on Add. Now let's go to request and see if we already see the request created. It looks like it's submitted and now it's waiting for approval. So now I will go to the Crystal portal to approve that request. Here on approvals, I see the request, and if I click in review and request details, I will see this information. This is the information that the Logic app got from my API and returned to the approver. In that way, the approver has enough information to take a decision about if he needs to approve or deny the assignment. Please check our documentation for more information, and thank you for watching.